And do you understand my point? So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, but you know, I say that I betrayed Obi. How can I betray Obi? How? There's nothing to betray. Number one, I came into politics in 1978. Obi was not anywhere, you know, even I think he was just completing whatever he was doing. So, you know, my life and political destiny cannot be tied to the ambition of Peter Obi. It's not possible now. Destiny and what I do politically cannot depend on Obi's ambition. I wish Obi well. That's the truth. God is my witness. But as far as I'm concerned, I am done. We wanted to achieve something. We didn't achieve it. But another Southerner, you know, won, which was our original aim. So, you know, indirectly, God has answered my own prayers. And to make matters worse for me, the man who won is from the Southwest and is a very good friend of mine. It's politics that separated us. I cannot but wish him well. I didn't vote for him bad enough. I didn't support him bad enough. But now that God has put him there, why should I be against him? I cannot be. And that is not a betrayal. I didn't say I betrayed Bola Tinubu. Peter Obi was Atiku Abubakar's vice presidential candidate. Atiku Abubakar brought Obi into national limelight. Do you understand? Obi, because of his own ambition, which was correct and due, left the party and contested against him. If he said I betrayed Peter, what did Peter do to Atiku? It's not fair. You know, in politics there are no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. It is Obi's interest in the 2023 election that made him to go on collision course against his former master. In my own case, Obi was never my master. I was his supporter. So if I supported up to a point and the thing didn't work, and I say I'm going back, you know, to be myself, how can that be an offense? It's not an offense.
But so how do you see the current political situation in the country? What's your take on all the dynamics?
Yeah, look, Sheye, you know, till I die, I will only and always speak the truth. I don't care. I've just told you. I have nothing, no more. I have nothing else to lose in this world. The greatest and the most important thing to a man is his life. I have lost it last year. God just gave it back to me. So I am living, you know, it's a lease. Which one is my own? Bola Tinubu, if I see him, I will tell him he must have lost his mind to want to run for president of Nigeria after the devastation, decimation that Buhari did for 8 years. Buhari destroyed this country, ruined its economy almost beyond repair, and nobody spoke. It's a hypocritical country. Nobody spoke, nobody demonstrated, nobody shouted, not a word from anywhere. So somebody now comes, and you know, I have been part of 2 presidencies. I know for a fact, as an insider, that the issue of dropping, you know, the petroleum subsidy, or removing it, has always been there. In the Obasanjo's regime, we dodged it. In Jonathan's regime, he tried to do it. There was a revolt. He dropped it. And now this man comes and faces the bullet and says, you know, we must stop it. And he stopped it. Some people said, why did he, you know, he didn't prepare. He shouldn't have done it on day one. If he didn't do it on day one, he would never have been able to do it. Because people, MLC, labor union, student union, clergymen, all sort of traditional rulers, everybody, you know, will convince him not to do it. And you know, the country we are dreading where we are now. It would have been worse. And people are saying, you know, people are not fair. Before, the maximum amount of money that was shared at FERC was about 650 million. Today, at FERC, because of the revenues inflow from the petroleum subsidy, they are sharing, every month something in excess of 1.2 trillion. So the states are earning almost double of what they used to earn. So ideally, they should do a lot more at that grassroots level. But everything that goes wrong, it is our nature. We look at if somebody is electrocuted in Peru, in my hometown, they say it's NEPA, and they say it's the president. What's that? What's that? That's not correct. So, but by removing the petroleum subsidy and at the same time trying to equalize the foreign exchange regime, it has brought on towards hardship to the country. But the government haven't realized the situation with them. I'm not part of them. I'm just like you. I'm reading what they are doing, and I'm objective. I have objective mind. I'm not biased, and I've been in government before. I know how government works, so I can appreciate what they are doing. They are doing a lot of. They've done palliatives. Palliative is not working. They're doing, they want to engage in a massive food deportation. They're doing so many things. So many things they're doing to ameliorate this suffering. But guess what? A couple of days ago, we heard that Dangote refinery will be on stream in August. Port Harcourt will be on stream. Port Harcourt, Warri, Kaduna will be on stream in December. By January of next year, the NNPC said we'll be net exporter of petroleum products. But definitely, I know that the petroleum price of petroleum products is going to drop. Once it drops, it will affect the prices of, carriage of goods and services. So food inflation will also drop. But this, it will take time. And once I was asked to assess Tinubu's regime, after his 1 year in office, and I said that is rubbish. There's no government that has inherited a worse economic scenario than this Bola Tinubu's government, and it is self-inflicted. He did it by himself, but he was brave. He's courageous. We are not going to kill him because of that. Do you understand my point? We should encourage him, and make sure that government is on the right path. I agree with those who are saying that government and government agencies and personalities are not showing enough self-example that things are bad. Even some of the things that officers of government, the way they talk, it's annoying. It's annoying. But people are who they are. You can't be president and be senator and be House of Rep and be local government chairman and be governor at the same time. Some other people will have to be. But they're Nigerians. We Nigerians must change our mindset about public office and what we do with public funds. We must change them. We must change it. That's, so, I know that 40% of our foreign exchange expenditure is spent on petroleum products. So if by December that ends, when you pull out 40%, of the demand pool for foreign exchange, the value of exchange also is going to drop, because we are spending about 20 billion or something, a month on importation of petroleum products. If that demand is no longer there and we're no longer importing petroleum products, definitely, the naira value will come down. And also, there has to be a reasonable balance in the naira value. It's not in our interest for the naira value